Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. Is there anybody in the
Up
comment?
YouTube and
IG? What's up,
yes.
Jay Slethers over on YouTube? What's up, Midnight Reptile? Check Madrid Sawyer's Cosmic Creations over on IG. Welcome to episode 29.
29.
God, I don't even remember when I was 29. That's good times. What's up, James? All right. The vet, common issues, and when to go in. This is gonna be a fun one.
It's going to be interesting.
It's gonna be interesting.
I think it's maybe one of those decisive episodes.
Yeah,
Maybe divide some people,
possibly.
ruffle some feathers.
I think it'll be good. All right.
Yeah.
Rolling an intro.
Yeah, go for it.
Josh,
Yes.
how was your week?
My week was great.
Was
Although
it?
I am very tired. So since Monday, I took my daughter to see the Pixies on Tuesday at Red Rocks, which was awesome. They were really good live. Then last night, my wife and I took my daughter to see The Offspring at Ball Arena, which was awesome. But got home a lot later than I normally would be asleep by. And I am kind of feeling it right now. Most of the day was fine, but right now I've kind of hit a wall. Other than that, I had 2 clutches hatch and shed and eat. They had hatched last episode, but they had just hatched.
Okay.
Those are awesome. It's a bunch of GHI stuff, and I love GHI. So we are down again on Morph Market. We dropped 522 animals since last week. We are now sitting at 32,238. And we have lost 4,134 since we started doing this 27 weeks ago. I went back and checked because I felt we had been doing this longer than 26 weeks last week, and I said something.
Yeah.
I thought it was like 30 weeks, but we didn't start tracking until week 5.
Right.
So it is accurate. It's 27 weeks. So 1 week more than a half a year.
There you go.
And we've lost 4,100 ball pythons from Morph Market. Not lost, but ideally sold. And we had a couple weeks where it jumped up quite significantly, really quick, which we talked about, which is probably new hatchlings, people cycling out old breeders that they have replacements for. Now that new ones have proven out. But we are dropping. I also noticed this week that I got a lot of store follows on Morph Market. So things seem to be hopping there pretty well. Either that or more people are watching the show. I don't know. But definitely more activity on Morph Market. I haven't sold anything yet, but hopefully it will turn into some sales at some point. And kind of just prepping for the Repticon in October. So in about a month. And I will likely be, if you are local, come to the Repticon October, I think it's 12th and 13th, or 11th and 12th. I think it's 11th and 12th. I am going to try to get rid of all my 2024 hatchlings, so I am ready to make deals on them. So you got to come see us, and I'll be at the booth right next door to Trevor.
Yes. We will be there. I will have couple tables. Josh will have a table, but I will be selling Josh's animals at Josh's table, just to let you know. If you want an animal from me, you have to buy from Josh first. So
There you go. There you go, folks.
What
well,
up, Angel? What up, Carlos? Over on Instagram.
I think that's it. Super busy at work. I actually go to California in 2 weeks. So the episode on the 22nd I'll be doing from my hotel room.
Nice.
So yeah, I'll be in California 22nd through 26th. I don't think it overlaps with any reptile shows that weekend. So damn. No Pomona Super Show or anything. But yeah. What about you, Trevor? How was your week?
Man, I got real close to buying a plane ticket to Dallas.
Oh, really?
I did. I set the Google Flights notifications, and it got down to $117 round trip. It's like, and there were still hotels available, like within walking distance.
Oh, nice.
I didn't have the boys, and then I had to work. That just seems to happen.
But that means you put more money in your wallet.
I did, but I rather would have been taking money out and buying stuff from Dallas. But it was a good week. It was a good week. Let's see what happened in my week. I decided to go ahead and start pairing animals. First round of pairing, you came over, and I had 35 paired up. I think we went through them all.
Yep.
I don't know. We went through quite a few of them.
Yeah.
So we will see how that all plays out. I did sell a few animals on Morph Market. I purchased more than I sold. That happens. I'm going in the wrong direction here, folks. I need moral support. Moral support. So that was good. I've been doing a lot of editing on the website, which is looking pretty solid. Check out the Breeder Underground page on the website. I'd like feedback. If you can give feedback on the website on any page. And I have started there's a blog page on there. And I'm going to be uploading notes and information from our episodes onto the blog page. So if you with downloadable PDFs, so like for instance, today is we're talking about the vet and common issues, and I will have a downloadable PDF called all the way to the bottom. The Ball Python Vet Medication Quick Reference Sheet. And I can also print those out to bring them to shows as well, all that kind of fun stuff. Does a good little breakdown of the different medications that vets prescribe for ball pythons, what the signs are, the recommended actions, when to call the vet, preventable practices, all that kind of stuff. So I will upload that PDF also onto the website to be able to download. So that's good stuff. Yes, we are doing Repticon, but we also have this guy coming up here in a little over a month. So Repticon, I believe, is the 11th or 12th, like we were talking about. And then 2 weeks after that, we have AARPE Castle Rock.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun, because I do the Repticon. And then Monday, my wife, kids, and I drive to Vegas for a week to visit family. And we drive back and then, work that week. And then that weekend is the AARPE. It's going to be a busy couple weeks.
Wow. Yeah. So you're going to get done with the show, 4, go home, put all the animals away.
Yeah.
Go directly to sleep at 6, and then wake up and go drive to Vegas.
Yeah, we'll wake up at like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Start the drive to Vegas.
That's going to be fun.
Like Going in October isn't too bad because we can still go through the 70.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take as long, but like usually when we go in like January for like holidays to visit family, we'll have to take the south route and go down through
Yeah.
like New Mexico, Arizona, and then back up.
Yeah. You go Wolf Creek Pass?
No,
Oh,
not
okay.
off,
Gotcha.
not off the top of my head, but
Word. That can get a little dicey any time of the year, I feel like.
yeah, yeah, and that's we don't have any all wheel or 4x4 cars, so
Gotcha.
we try to be safe when we go,
Good move.
which means stay away from the fucking 70
Yeah.
in January.
Oh no, I feel like 70, even when it's perfect weather, there's crazy people driving 70.
Yeah.
I try
But
and avoid 70
hey,
if possible.
do you have a show deal?
I sure as shit do. Look at that. All right. I will go ahead and start mine off. We have a little male. Hey guy. This is a clown male, 230 grams, 66% het hypo. And I think I can get it, but I gotta work on this camera action here.
And for the next week, how much is that boy?
For the next week, I'm gonna do 150 shipped.
All right.
150 with shipping.
Okay.
All right. Or 100 and you pay shipping. Whatever. I'm guessing shipping's probably $50.
Yeah. All right. So for me, I have a boy. This is a Pastavi double het clown hypo.
There we go.
370 grams. And same thing as you. 150 shipped.
There we go. And the deal runs through
Next episode.
Next episode. So hit us up, Instagram, and everywhere else.
You were local. $100.
Free shipping. Come pick it up.
Yep. Actually, let me show something cool. I'm gonna go get one of the hatchlings.
Do it, because those are awesome. Those are absolutely awesome. A couple of things we're going to run through today. Here's my notes list for you. Oh, we got the hatchling.
Yeah, it's quick. It's like the first bin right in the front of the door. But so this was a Mojave hypo female, the mom, to a GHI Enchi hypo male. And
that is looking pretty awesome.
Where's his head? There we go. Don't know if it's a girl or boy yet. It did eat its first meal, but fairly certain this is everything GHI Enchi Mojave hypo.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah. Really nice looking. And then I got a different version of this without the hypo from a different clutch.
What's up, Rags to Royals? What's up, Mike and Melissa? Proxima? Midnight Reptiles?
So this is a GHI Enchi Phantom het hypo. Very cool. Very dark.
Very dark.
Neon yellow stripe down the back.
To be honest, I like that guy better.
Yeah. I don't know. The bell complex stuff, the dorsal, gets all pixelated.
Yeah, that's really cool.
But yeah, super cool. Actually, before this guy shed, I thought it might be hypo too, and it was just the Phantom was really dark.
Gotcha.
Because it does have a little bit of a blown out head.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe it is hypo, but after it shed, I was like, no, that's not hypo.
There you go.
But yeah, super cool. There is a chance. I don't think it is because cinnamon would blow out the side pattern, but there is cinnamon in this pairing too.
Oh,
Well, it might be maybe cinnamon instead of enchi, but I don't think so. I think it would pull everything up.
yeah, that's tough, but it is really dark.
It is.
I don't know.
So I was hoping for the allelic enchi cinnamon phantom GHI.
Right.
But yeah, cool stuff this week. I love GHI.
Yeah. What's up, Vibe with Ro? All right, let's dig in.
Yeah.
The vet.
The vet.
The vet.
I think for me, one of the big things with issues with your animals, sometimes it's hard to find a exotics vet near you.
Yes.
We have Aurora Animal Hospital near us. Hey, Craig.
What up, Craig?
Can't wait till tomorrow. Hear all the shows on Adam's show.
Yep.
Then there's a Colorado exotics vet that's open near me in Centennial that a lot of people are starting to recommend. And I just went to their website beforehand. So it's Colorado Exotic Animal Hospital on Hampton. And they have all their vets are exotic vets. It is specifically an exotics vet.
Wow.
Hospital. It makes me wonder if the blow up of the industry from like COVID and more people getting into exotic pets has also created a larger need for exotic vets. And so now you are seeing more exotic vets show up.
Yeah, it could be.
Because I'm sure people call vets and go, "Hey, do you take ball pythons? Do you take lizards? Do you take?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "Yeah, no, we don't have somebody." Because like like when I first started out, it wasn't really going to a vet; it was watching Kevin.
Yeah.
And what Kevin was doing and messaging people. And like for the one point I want to make is like going back to what we were talking about in previous episodes about meeting people and finding mentors. Is a lot of this too is like finding someone and that's experienced some of this stuff
Yeah.
and then being able to walk you through it. Oh, this is what this is.
Right.
This is how you can treat it.
Yeah.
Because even though like vets are still expensive,
For
like
sure.
they can be really expensive for certain things. Like, you know, if you have a collection that you're worried about like crypto or anything like that, you can get really expensive to test everybody.
For sure.
So, you know, having a mentor and someone that can help you walk through this stuff and identify problems too is probably one of my bigger points for the episode, I guess. Not necessarily the thing it is and how to treat specific things, but like surrounding yourself with people that are going to help you diagnose things and even let you know, like, I have never seen that before. You need to go to the vet.
Yeah. That don't look good.
Because like ultimately that's what I've done with most of my stuff is like you figure out how to treat mites. You figure out how to deal with problems.
Yeah. All right.
I had the one issue with the the one hatchling that the vet had never seen it either, where the esophagus was closed. It developed and it was closed further down. So it was like it would still try to eat and then just regurge everything. And they had to do a scan and they're like, yeah, like this thing can't eat.
You can't get it into the stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, you know, the vet had never seen that before.
Right.
So shit comes up.
Yep. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I've never seen that either. I've seen some wild stuff too.
Yeah.
I've seen kinked spines. I've seen hemipenes on the outside. I've seen intestines on the outside. No eyes, shark mouth. Lots of different stuff. Curly
Yeah,
tails.
and there's some really simple things like, I mean, I told you probably about 2 months ago, my wife connected with me with somebody on like word of mouth Facebook group for the city we live in. And she was just freaking out because her snake hadn't eaten. And she didn't know she got the snake from a pet store, had never had a snake. The information they gave them wasn't great information. They had her buy a ton of husbandry shit that she didn't need.
Wasn't it
And
a hatchling and in a 4x or a 2x4?
So it was a hatchling, maybe 150 grams. What's up, Chris?
What's up, Chris?
And they had her put it in like a 4x2x2 dubia enclosure. And like she had 4 lights on it, like just also like she said she spent like $1,500 on the enclosure and everything for it. And I'm just like, what? And she's got it super, super humid. And I look at the snake and I'm all, the snake's going to shed. I bet you as soon as it's done shedding, it'll eat. And she's worried because it hasn't eaten in a week. And I'm trying to explain to her, I'm all like, I had a snake not eat for 6 months, and that's when I got one. Like, let it shed, try to feed it. If it doesn't eat after that, call me again and I'll come over again. That Sunday she called me. She's all, it shed and it ate right away. I'm all, yep.
There you go. You know, the good thing about that is, though, you know she's going to be a great keeper in the long run.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like what people say about people that buy parent books. It's like if somebody's going into a store to buy a parent book, like they're probably going to be a good parent. You don't have to worry about them.
It's funny because I totally bought the toddler book, and then I got through like 3 chapters. I was like, "This is fucking stupid." Threw that away.
Separate A.
Yeah, this is not going to happen.
Well, and like, there's nothing in those books that really prepare you for actually going through it, because the shit that happens when you go through it is going to be unique to everybody.
Yeah, it's all about experience.
Yeah,
it really is, and just like you were saying, you know, having somebody to call just in case,
yep.
You know, something out of the ordinary. Those are the two best things you can have right there.
Yep.
All right, over on IG, we got a couple more. Lou Stull. I don't know, brother, what that is, but welcome.
What's up, Jason?
Celtic Reptiles, Tariq Stewart, Gut. I don't know how to pronounce that either. Jiao Reptiles. I know I've even talked to you before, but I'm sorry, I don't know what you're. What up, Renee?
John? Is that guy from Philly?
No, it's Geaux.
Ah.
I don't know what that is.
Is that LaCroix?
Yeah, it's one of those kind of, yeah. Anyway, let's dive in. We're 25 minutes in. All right.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it's totally fine. I get these notes and I get prepared, and then yeah.
Did you write notes? I didn't write notes. I'm just winging it, man.
I got notes. All right. Note number 1. Especially if you get to a large collection, having routine health checks is vital. I know that, you know, it's easy to get lost when you have a large collection and you're just flying through snakes and cleaning, feeding, flying through, right? It's good to slow down every once in a while and actually do a good, solid, quality diagnosis on each animal, because with a large collection, it's very easy for things to get out of hand quickly, and stuff spread through your collection, right?
Yeah.
And then you're fucked. Right?
What's your quick check? Because I kind of do the same thing as I'm doing my cleaning.
Yeah. So my basic quick check is I look at the eyes, I look at open the mouth, I put the mouth up to my ear, listen for any wheezing, like respiratory, right? Do a good full body feel of the animal. See if there's any odd bumps or anything going on like that. I don't use substrate like everyone else. I use paper towels. So I'm a poop fanatic. So I'm looking at the urates in the poop every time, and I can definitely tell when something looks kind of off.
Yeah.
In fact, I had one this week that was interesting. After I did all the pairings, I had a girl that they had hooked up, and I had a girl that pooped, and it sure looks like it's very mucusy, which is interesting, right? So I don't know exactly what that is, but I need to do a more deep dive into that, because that's not a normal poop for her. So it almost looks like she has diarrhea, right?
Yeah.
So and I wrote a note down on her card for it. So if it happens again, I know it's a repetitive, it's something happening more than once, not just a fluke. If her next poop is fine, maybe she just had to get something out, right? But it's stuff like that I go through. I try and do it at least once a month to check the entire collection for that kind of stuff going on. And so that's kind of my quick check,
Yeah. So mine
health check.
is the eyes, the mouth. Usually, I can hear if something's wheezing a little bit or not. They're pretty loud. If the
Yeah, my room is loud. I can't. I gotta hold it up.
yeah. Usually I look at the belly scales, like just to make sure there's no like rot, like
Right,
scale
going on.
rot or anything.
Yeah.
Make sure nothing's discolored. And then the vent, same thing with the like mites. Like some of the first places you see them is like the vent, eyes, around the mouth,
There you
where they're digging in and trying to hide. So that's usually my quick check. I'm cleaning poop. I clean poops every day.
go. All right.
So if I see something weird, I just keep an eye on it. Uh, Luckily, I haven't had much of an issue in that area.
Uh-huh.
But I do use substrate, so that sucks in a lot of stuff, and sometimes you don't see it.
Yeah.
It's not like the paper towels with the hatchlings.
Yeah.
Other big thing is just, I have a different room that's got the pack rack in it, and that's what I use for quarantine now. So if I bring in anything new, it goes into that room, and then, at least 3 months, and then I'll bring it into the normal room. And if I bring in anything else in between, it just resets the clock.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the quarantine is interesting because like it was the DIY rack for a long time. I haven't bought anything really recently, so I haven't had the need to do it. So it kind of went away, and I broke down the DIY rack, and that room has turned into like a storage room now. And then I had to wheel the pack rack out, and I put it in that room, and so now that's in the corner, and that's kind of like if I get anything, that's where I'm putting it. But yeah, that's my quick check anyway.
There you go. I had on my notes problematic sheds, but the reality is I have some snakes that just will always have problematic sheds. So, but it could be for other people out there. If your animal's having consistent issues with sheds, up the humidity either in your room or in your tub, depending on the substrate that you're using. Right.
I had a huge, like, before I had the humidifier in the room, when my ambient in that room was like 10% humidity,
Mm.
like, I didn't necessarily get bad sheds. Like, I had a couple that were sometimes iffy, like the shed just exploded off its skin. Um, but like since I've changed it to where the ambient in there is like 50 to 60
Yeah.
just in the room, like I haven't had any problems with sheds at all. Like I
Nice.
still have like one or two that they just always look like the shed exploded off their skin, but
Yeah.
I haven't had any like stuck sheds, anything like that since. So if you have that problem,
Yeah.
up the relative humidity in the room.
I
It
have
generally
one like 18-year-old carpet python girl that's huge. That the entire time I've had her, she's never had a decent shed. And we have our monthly ritual where she gets a soak overnight, and then she gets a massage the next day. She loves it. She loves getting to get out of her cage and go for a little bath. And she has a huge water bowl in there, but some of them, that's just how they're
yeah.
always going to be, right? And that's another good point. When you have multiple species in the same room, it's imperative to be doing health checks all the time, at least once a month, because uh, you don't want stuff jumping species, that kind
Yeah.
of stuff, right? Either I have boas and carpets and tegus and pythons all in the same room, right? So, um, yeah, keep them healthy, because if they're not healthy, it's bad for the animal, obviously, and they don't breed, and you lose little guys, and that's not good,
Yeah.
right? Body conditioning, monitoring weight, signs of emancipation or obesity. Keep accurate weight records. Eyes and scales. Yeah, that was cloudy eyes, retained eye caps, colored scales, uh, all that kind of stuff, right? Here's some common health issues that we find is respiratory infections, which we've talked about, mites and parasites, shedding complications, uh, stomatitis, and digestive issues, regurgitation, constipation, that kind of stuff. Swelling, pus, discoloration inside the mouth. That's the stomatitis. I had a carpet boy. He was my big breeder male that I had tried to do the cocoa, right? And I tried to do the cocoa for all the big snakes, right? And he had apparently had tipped over his water bowl, or I had filled it up too much, and he was flooding his tank or his 4 foot enclosure, and this is completely my fault. But the under the there's a good inch of cocoa, the bottom whatever half inch or quarter inch was very wet and was growing mold on the bottom, and I didn't catch it until I started seeing scales on his body start pussing out. And I took him to the vet, and they had never seen it before. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And so obviously, I had taken him out, and I did a full enclosure clean because I had never seen it before either. And that's when I found the mold on the bottom. And it was too high of humidity. It's one of the reasons why I don't use cocoa for anything anymore, right? Um, and so I cleaned it out, and you could literally, like, I would pick him up, and just picking him up, if you touched a scale, it would explode. And like, it was bad. And I felt so bad for this guy. And so it's that kind of stuff. You just never know what's going to happen. you got to watch out for stuff, and check that kind of stuff out. And now, I mean, I keep my room at 70% humidity all the time, 80 degrees and 70% humidity, and so there's no reason for me to have Coco in any of these tubs. But like even when you were over the other night, Lagatha dumped up over her bowl. She's gigantic, and she's a big old carpet python. She's a big breeder carpet python girl, and sure as shit, she had dumped over her bowl, and the piece of poop that was right next to her bowl instantly molded. So that night, took her out, had her around my neck while I was cleaning out her cage. She was all happy about that too. I really don't like those 4-foot enclosures, but whatever. They hold humidity really fucking well, so you gotta watch out for them. So,
what about like you ran through a bunch of common issues? Have you had mites?
Oh, I've only had mites before, for sure.
Okay.
I mean, I have a huge collection, and animals are coming in and out all the time, and yeah, I've definitely had mites.
How have you treated mites? I haven't had them yet. I assume it's a yet because it'll happen at some point.
I feel like everybody's gonna get them at some point. Yeah, it's sad. So I've heard multiple ways of treating mites, right? I personally just go through and do everybody gets a soak. Everybody gets a soak and then a spray after the soak. The entire tub gets cleaned, the entire rack gets cleaned, and then the white powder, I can't remember what it's called. It's got one of those weird dichrotomy or some names. The entire room turns white, and I just spray that shit everywhere. And then I come back through with a shop vac and vacuum it all up. And it dries out the mites, so they can't move from rack to rack or whatever, you know. And I've had them twice, and I usually get rid of them all within a week, and then not see them ever again until something else fucking happens. But yeah, it's a bitch when they get in, when it gets into the collection, because they're not fun. So that's one way to do it. An old school breeder that I had bought racks from a long time ago, told me that you know, when you see the snakes that go to their water bowls, right, and they soak themselves, he used to just take a hose, take all the substrate out of all the tubs in the entire room, take a hose, and he'd flood every tub, and he'd leave it flooded for 24 hours with the snake in it. Like every snake gets a bath the entire time, and all the mites get drowned, right? And he said he could go back through the next day, dump out all the tubs, all the mites are gone. It's one time whack, right? I don't know. I haven't tried that yet, but I feel like that might not be too bad of an idea. I don't know. It's pretty much just making their water bowl bigger, right? So
yeah.
But now I also, those hot strips, hot whatever they are, I just leave those in the room all the time now, just in case, right?
Yeah.
In fact, I have them on auto order on Amazon. Once a month, I get new wicks for the humidifier, and at the same time, I get a new hot strip for the entire room. So,
yeah,
I just always have those, no matter what. Yeah.
You talked about RIs.
RIs, yes. RIs are a fun one. I have given animals ivermectin shots in the spine before, which sucks. Sucks for the animal. Sucks for us having to do it. Our good friend over at Aurora Animal Hospital, I have her cell phone number, and she will prescribe the shots, and so I've had to go that route as well, which sucks. absolutely sucks. Got to hold the animal down and give it the shot. But yeah, that's another one. I've never had another one that's kind of a common issue. I've never had the stomatitis, or I've never seen it. I've definitely seen carpets because they have big branches in their enclosures, right? And they are vicious when attacking. They will try and attack through a branch, and they'll catch a branch to the mouth or something, you know. And I've seen some issues when they do this, and that sucks too. And I gotta open them, and they have a good sized mouth, and they have good sized teeth. And I've opened their mouths with Q-tips and done some digging around in there to try and get stuff out, pus out, that kind of stuff. Treat it. So, I mean, they're animals. They're going to have issues. Just be prepared for it, and be prepared to
diatomaceous earth.
Yeah, that one.
Diatomaceous earth.
I have a bag of it. I don't know what the fuck it's called.
It's crushed up like seashell, like crustacean, and basically it cuts up insects basically when they walk across it. Use it for like if you have like ant problems in your lawn, stuff like that.
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't care about my lawn. I don't even have a yard. The dogs killed that.
So what for you, like, what is the point where you go like, okay, I need a vet? Like, this is not something I can handle on my own. And I just, to be clear with everybody, I think everybody has a different line. Because, like, you're willing, like, I'm willing to assist feed. Some people are not.
Mm-hmm.
You're willing to give a snake a shot. Some people are not, right? So you kind of got to put your line somewhere and then realize, like, hey, this is where I should go see the vet. But where is your line?
I don't really have a line. It's if it's something, so like in the early on, if it was something I didn't know, then I would take it to the vet, and then I'd watch what the vet did, and then I would do that at home from now on. Right. I realize also I said ivermectin for RI. It's not for RI. It's Baytril. It's for RI. But I've been to the vet a few times for things that I've like when my boy had the crazy pus scales, and they had never seen it either, and that was really wild, and that was in like virtually an allergic reaction to mold. And so, which I'm surprised that they've never seen before, because I would imagine that there are, pet owners that have had that kind of an issue before, but who knows, right? So my line is just if I've never seen something before, or if I can't Google it, right? If it's something and I can find pictures of the exact thing and find a home remedy, I'll try it. I'll text her and be like, hey, this is it. What do you think? But not me taking the animal in.
Right.
And then I'll deal with it at home. But I've also gotten to the point where I won't say that out loud.
Well, I mean, like after so many years, it's got like Kevin has said it on his videos. It's like, for a long time you couldn't go anywhere. And you kind of just learned how to do it.
Yeah.
And I think as it's becoming more and more common, and it's also probably becoming more and more affordable. So like that line's going to change too for people.
Yeah.
But one of the other things that I thought of that I think is probably pretty common is people that use heat pads and their snakes get a heat burn.
Yes.
I've seen that quite a bit.
Yes. That's
Um,
sad.
yeah.
That's very sad.
So, along with RI mites, stuff like that. Um, I think for that, I think people give a soak of like
Betadine.
Benadine. Yeah.
Yep. 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 You'd be surprised too how many things a soak fixes. It's
Yeah.
pretty impressive.
Well, I mean, they're an animal that is fairly hardy that can heal a lot of things through shedding multiple times as
Yeah.
well.
Right.
So not a reason for anything to be wrong or not take it to the vet, but like they are pretty hardy and can heal pretty quick.
They definitely are. They definitely are. Number 3 on my list was preventative care. Always quarantine new arrivals. Clean enclosures. Proper sanitation reduces the likelihood of bacterial and fungal infections. I learned that out. I know you use the F10, right? I've used the F10 in the past, and I've just found that the good old fashioned Dawn, not the micro, not the antibacterial, not the
Right.
anything lemon scented or crazy shit.
Just straight blue dawn.
Straight. Hey,
Got
hold
dogs
on.
acting up.
Leave Leonard alone, or I'll fuck you guys up. Yeah, just a straight, regular Dawn dish soap. That works great. I do that in cleaning the tubs. Hey, you're not escaping either. I put it in the. I have a special spray bottle just for that to be able to spray the top.
Yep.
And that's. I think that's plenty good enough.
Yeah, so I have both F10 and chlorhexidine
Yeah,
that I use.
I use the chlorhexidine for the rats.
Yeah.
Because they be nasty. But yeah, Dawn for the snakes. Yep. Preventative care, optimal husbandry, correct temperatures, humidity, diet, prevent stress-related illnesses, that kind of stuff. When to call a vet. Number 4. There we go. Urgent signs. We got wheezing, open mouth breathing, severe lethargy, any bleeding, regurgitation, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Non-urgent but concerning is when you have just regular weight loss. Irregular shedding, minor lesions, mild swelling, that kind of stuff. Ensure prescribed medications or therapies are monitored and recorded. Consider an exotic reptile vet familiar. These two. Hey! I got this new 11-month-old Rottweiler puppy, and she doesn't like that my male cat runs the house. So Leonard will put her in her place here soon. Anyway. Record keeping, vet collaboration, maintain individual health logs for each snake, track treatment history if you have animals that are repeatedly having issues, right? Tips and best practices. What time is it? We're at 50 minutes. Good. Early detection is key. That's why I think it's imperative to do monthly wellness checks, quick checks on your animals. You do not want it to get to the point where it's running through your entire collection and it's bad. And I mean, unfortunately, if it gets too bad, the animal can't be saved, and you gotta put it down. And that's never fun, right? It's never fun. Prevent rather than react. Get a good relationship going on with your vet. If you can get her cell phone number or his, that'd be great. That'd be ideal, right? Because I don't know about you guys, but I know there's a lot of people out there that don't do this during the day, right? I am up till midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, every night, down in the snake room. Guess what? There's not an emergency vet at 12 o'clock at night for a ball python.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, she's gotten some late night texts. So, yeah, get a good relationship with your vet, right? I'm gonna run through some antibiotics, antifungals, antiparasitics, all that kind of fun stuff. Or should you refer to the website for that?
I think you'd refer to the website, but also like, hey, we are not vets.
We are not vets. Yes.
This is experience and what works for us.
Right.
You know,
don't give ivermectin for our eye. There you go. My bad, folks.
So like, find a mentor local for you. Work with them, find a vet, figure out where your line is. Don't come back to us and say, hey, I did this thing that you said and it didn't work and my snake is dead. That's not, we're just chit chatting about what works for us.
Don't let your snake die. Go to the vet.
Yeah.
Maybe we should open an online reptile vet hospital, like WebMD. You can call us at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be a very expensive vet visit. I'm just joking.
We don't have a lot of time left, but what are some common things in hatchlings that you've seen?
Like incubation issues?
Any issues?
Any issues. Common. I mean, healthy, awesome animals. That's most common.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's like
you can
most of them, but hey, shit happens. Like,
what up, Lecca?
Sometimes you'll get hatchlings with no eyes, shark mouth,
kink spine,
kinks,
curly tail,
hard belly. I had the esophageal itch, which was fucking bizarre.
Not common. Not common at all.
Anything else?
The hemipenes born on the outside.
Yeah, the hemipenes. I've this season I got the intestine thing.
Yeah.
From a hatchling coming out of the egg with its intestines hanging out.
Yep.
What is where's your line for I'm gonna try to keep this going with this animal versus like
assist feed?
What's that?
Like on assist feed level or
assist feed? Like, so let's talk about shark mouth for an example, right?
Yeah.
You can assist feed
mm-hmm.
and keep it going, but what's the point where it's like this animal is not going to be able to eat on its own at all? And is this?
I'll just assist feed forever. I'm not one for letting animals die. It's just not me. I don't know why. That'll just become a pet for me. It'll take over tub space in a rack, or it'll get its own enclosure, and I'll just have to buy another rack. No darn, eventually. But I'll just keep going. But I've never had one that I had to assist feed forever. Right? They eventually develop and grow out of it, or get on the right page. And like I've definitely had assist. My first ball python. We'll just put it this way. My first ball python ever. It would have been early 2000s. I had developed a relationship with the local PetSmart in Washington State. And we had developed that relationship because I had other snakes. I had carpet pythons, right? And I would go in there because I didn't know a rodent breeder, and I had gone in there to get rodents. And me and the reptile guy became friends, right? And I get a call from him one day, and he goes, "We've had this ball python for like 2 months, and it will not eat, and we're wondering if you can just adopt it from us." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll be over in a little while, right?" And I went and picked this guy up. He was severely, and he was already pretty good size. Like he wasn't just a hatchling, right?
Right.
He was a juvie, but it's been between juvie and subadult, right? Um, and it was when I looked at the enclosure that they had. I mean, no dig on PetSmart or Petco, but they don't do. They'll hire anybody and they don't do the shit right, right?
Yeah.
And so I knew it was all enclosure issues, right? But I took the animal home and I started assist feeding him, and he had just gotten so used to it. I don't know why, but I assist fed him for a long time, and he was awesome. His name was Baller. I used to wrap him around my wrist and take him to the bar underneath my long sleeve shirt. Nobody knew he was there, and we were just buds. He was my only ball python, right? But that was my and that was very early on. I didn't have any idea what I was doing, right? But I knew this guy needed to eat. In fact, I don't even know if it was male or female. I don't even remember at the time. But I just kept assist feeding him until he started just finally eating on his own.
Yeah.
And it was months of assist feeding him, months, and I was fine with it. Whatever. I'll assist feed an adult ball python if I have to. I don't care. Right? You're eating.
I had to do that.
Yeah, you are eating. So
Yep. You've gone too long without food. I need to get something in you.
yeah, I have done some things that made rodents fit into a syringe. And
So that
has
was the one of the things that the vet wanted me to try with the hatchling with the esophagus issue, where it's the liquefy pinky in a syringe and see if it can take it that way, and it still couldn't get down. So
yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, that was just a bad situation.
Yeah. Yeah, no bueno. But we do whatever we have to. Right?
Yeah.
I think everybody should. What's up, Mantooth? What's up, Shauna? What's up, Windy City? Got more people over on IG. I haven't been paying attention to IG.
That's fine. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Out in internet land.
Come on over to YouTube for the last 60 seconds.
Yeah.
I think the bottom line is animals come first and do whatever it takes to make sure that they are thriving and having a good life, right? I don't think there is any level that's too far to make sure that they're doing okay.
For sure. I think one of the things with exotics though is depending on where you are, you might not have a vet.
Mm-hmm.
And you might need to, your line might be a little further than you want it to be.
Yeah.
So you can help your animals. So
true. Very true.
Or it might need to be a little further until a vet is around that can help you.
Yeah. Yeah, I worry about that sometimes when we go up to the Cheyenne show, talking to some of those people up there.
Like, yeah.
They don't got a reptile vet up there. I've talked to the state veterinarian, and they don't know anything about reptiles up there. So, yeah, it's kind of sad.
I mean, I think that's more common than not.
Yeah, true.
Unfortunately. And even if you find an exotics, a lot of times it's just aviary.
Yeah.
It's they do birds, but they don't do reptiles.
Right.
Or they like, yeah, especially where we live. A lot of times it's farm animals, it's
Yeah.
livestock.
Right.
So just my old, California family where it's, well, when I was a kid, we had ranches and we dealt with livestock and stuff, but everybody out there now, because there are no ranches anymore, it's all just, oh, what are you talking about? The cats and dogs for the vet? It's like,
Yeah.
well, no, like,
I'll have to look into that new exotic reptile vet.
yeah.
Maybe that's just a sleeper cell for the organization of who shall not be named.
No, no, I don't think so. It looks like they do inverts too,
Oh, okay. That's
which is
cool.
kind of cool.
Yeah. I'll have to check it out.
But
All right.
anyway,
Hit that like button. Finger red number 1. Yes, that's right. Thanks, Renee. Do you guys in the internet land have any questions or comments or anything like that? I gotta go clean rats. Shocking.
you spend an hour listening to two dudes ramble.
We love that you guys come.
Yeah.
We absolutely do. Thanks for coming. It's funny because me and Josh do this on a weekly basis on YouTube. We also do this on a weekly basis in my basement.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
fun. I mean, it's good to BS. It's good to meet people.
Yeah.
So, like, anybody can feel free to reach out.
Yeah.
And hit us up.
Absolutely. Thanks, Craig.
So,
Yep.
thanks, Craig.
Sweet, guys.
I think I'm done.
Yeah.
I think I'm tired.
Awesome.
One more time.
One more time.
Wasabi double het hypo clown. 150 shipped. Male, 370 grams.
Male clown, 66% head hypo, 150 shipped, 230 grams. Got that deal going on. Both those deals going on till next week's show. Hit us up.
Or just hit us up in chat.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Love y'all.
Talk to y'all later.
Bye.